Hey everybody, this is JR from West Virginia and Commonplace, and I am here to tell you about Anchor Nebula and their Go Anywhere series of projectors. They are some of the best projectors you can use when you're on the go, going camping, just even around the house. And these models include the Capsule 2, the Capsule 3 laser, and the brand new Mars 3. So definitely take time to go out and grab one of these projectors, and you will be immersed in an experience that you're not going to get anywhere else. Remember, Anchor Nebula is the way to go.
WV Uncommon Place. This podcast is a variety podcast that houses numerous series to cover mental health, empowerment, podcast framework, and various intimate theories to get to know the hosts. Along with occasional movies reviews and dives in pop culture with our event podcast episodes. The Uncommon Place digs into bringing guests on that stories don't fit the mold and are very different. WV stands for the great state of West Virginia, and every quarter we cover something in West Virginia. Stacey and myself, JR, are your hosts, so please come along for this venture to our Uncommon Place.
Welcome to West Virginia and Commonplace, and to start off the month of February, let's talk about an unspoken hero inside of film and a comedian and even a singer, and his name is Garrett Morris. Garrett Morris, to me, when he comes to mind, I never knew him from Saturday Night Live, so I can't even talk about that. He was Jimmy on the Jeffersons, but I can't even count that. Two roles he played around when I was, doing, just in general in life. He was on Martin as Stan, and he was Junior King on Jamie Foxx. And he also played Earl Washington on Two Broke Girls. So those predominant roles, and this man was born in February 1937. He's 86 years old as of this recording, born in New Orleans, Louisiana. And he was on Saturday Night Live to start off with, and being on Saturday Night Live was wild for him. And I don't know, it just seemed like, they just seemed like his Saturday Night experience, from what he said in a book that he wrote, Saturday Night, The Backstage History of Saturday Night Live. He wasn't very happy over there. So I won't speak too much on that, but he was on the Jeffersons. But crazy thing is, he was involved in almost everything. He was on Murder, She Wrote, Married with Children, and let's see, Diff'rent Strokes, Hill Street Blues, 227, and Rock. Who's the Boss? And he has a lot of credit. I'm talking about, let's just go from 1970 in films all the way up until now. In television from 1960 up until now. And the reason that I have him as someone I want to talk about right now is because he is one of the unspoken heroes of Black film, basically. And we don't give enough credit to him because, he's been any and everywhere and on every single major show that was important. Hell, he was even in Cooley High. So, with that being said, the chops for me is when he played Stan on Martin, he was a cheapskate. He just acted like nothing mattered. And to me, just his talent and the way that he handled himself on the mic, or just not on the mic, but in person, and even his stand-up comedy, if you get to hear him, which he doesn't perform much now, but even hearing stand-up of him made me a huge, huge fan of his. So, not digging too deep into it, I just want to give him his chops and say, Garrett Morris, we appreciate you. And I think this generation, Two Broke Girls is where you know him from. And my generation, Jamie Foxx and Martin were the things that you all listened to and watched. and got a feel for his acting ability and then everything else that he's been involved in. So most definitely a quick shout out to him. Thank you, Garrett Morris, for all that you do. And we will continue to spotlight more people inside our Black History Month that I do each year. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out, nothing too long, nothing too fancy. Just basically saying, hey, Garrett Morris, we appreciate you and everything that you do.
Please follow WV Uncommonplace on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, TikTok, where we have some great content, Facebook, LinkedIn. Hit up the merch store at oncommonplace.square.site. Join the email list from the website, and rate, subscribe, and give feedback from your favorite podcatcher. And lastly, thanks for listening, and tune into the next episode.
Hey Capshovians, mark your calendars for January 23rd and 24th as we bring you the first ever Capshovians Live in Orlando. We are bringing together a dozen expert speakers to dive deep into the one, yes, just one, key strategy you need to scale your marketing and your business in 2024. You get an exclusive peek into the future of the Capsho software and connect with leading industry figures. Whether you're looking to network with fellow entrepreneurs, learn from top-notch experts, or just want a memorable experience, this is the place to be. We are keeping this event intentionally intimate so that you're not just another face in a crowded room. Yes, we want to get to know each and every one of you, so spots are very limited, which means you're going to need to grab your ticket now. Go to www.capshovianslive.com and get in on the early bird pricing before it goes up. That's www.capshovianslive.com, and let's take on 2024 together.